again, good win. Could play better, but played hard. I thought Ball State was a good team coming in, played well, and made us work offensively and like defensively till the end. I thought our guys were battling to keep them out of the end zone. So good effort, a lot to clean up on, but really good to be 2-0 going to open date week this week. Questions?
The second half, especially the fourth quarter, looked like the offense just couldn't get going. Was that a combination of just the line not getting a good push, or play calling, or penalties or something, stuff like that?
Sometimes to the edge, like not receiver getting hats on the safeties that are supporting the play. So it's everyone. Sometimes I think play calling, scheming, you're trying to make everybody happy, and sometimes like why are we what are we thinking here? I mean, at the end we kind of settled down at the end and went back to some simple stuff that's working early. So just got a little out of whack. Just got to do better. The troubling thing to me is 2 of 13 on third down. We had no interceptions. Ball almost out one time, but other than that, we took care of the ball. We got to be better in third downs, better in conversions. Still think we leave points on the board.
Any updates on Feeney and Simi?
Yeah, they're hurt. You always ask hurt questions. If anybody else asks me, did I win that bet that day on the teleconference? I get hurt, or what? I said I'll get 1 or 2 questions. Nobody wants to talk about the game. Dan got hit in the head, has a concussion. Simi has an ankle injury that looks like it's probably going to require surgery. And if that is what it is, we'll see the timeline. It's also our 2 team captains are Marcus Oliver and Dan Feeney, and they both played as freshmen, and they both were injured and got a redshirt year. That's why sometimes you play those guys. So we'll see what that works out. But, it's good to see the guys stepping up. So I think he played 1 play. And I think a guy just rolled up and running a bubble pass. And I think when the guy went to make the tackle, it looked like, I just saw it on video on TV, it looked like the guy just rolled up the back of his ankle. And I think he might have an ankle injury. It might require a surgery. So. Yeah, I don't know. They got all that protocol stuff. So, we'll see. I don't. He seems to just stand in the locker room. Seems good, But we're gonna. That's a serious injury. I know medically we take it pretty seriously, and there's, we. I think we're pretty in tune with that. Like I think most people are. I think the Big Ten and our school in particular. I think we're very, very on top of that. Take it pretty seriously. We're going to take several days off here. A lot of times an open date, you practice a few days and give the guys a weekend off. We're going to do the opposite. I thought it was so early in the year. We're going to watch tape tomorrow and go out recruiting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because I thought we'd just be practicing to practice. I want to get them back next weekend, and on Friday and Saturday be thinking football instead of off time, because sometimes you come off the open dates and you're a little sluggish. So we thought a lot with the Thursday night game and the 9 days for this game and then the 2 weeks. But now we come out of that one, it's 10 straight. And we've talked a lot about just trying to developing our team through preseason, through the first game, through the second game, and through the open date, that we have depth to overcome injuries. And we've been a good enough team, although everybody had to Twitter out real quick. Once you Twitter out the last year, we lost a draft pick that no one could replace and started a 1,000-yard back. Like, how many catches Westbrook have today? How many? 3, 2 touchdowns, 139 yards. I guess we can't replace Simi, so we'll just run it every play. We got players, man. You're a Big Ten team, you deal with it. I saw a great team a couple years ago, third quarterback. We got to deal with that if it happens at quarterback. We're not a great team yet, but we're moving where, hey, man, if we get an injury, Dan Feeney plays as hard as any kid I've ever seen, ever. Our goal today was somebody play harder than Dan Feeney. Well, what happened is the 5th-year senior went in there, and you got Bailey playing and Wes Rogers, and we still play pretty good football. So we're fortunate. We're not a great team yet, but we're getting depth, and we're getting good enough that it's not like woe is Indiana when something goes wrong. We're just going to keep playing and keep pushing and keep working, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
You talked about it a little bit there, but I guess with kind of this wonky start to the season with the Thursday game and the bye week just 2 weeks in, what do you want your guys to get out of having an open date so early in the year?
Well, our thing was we got to keep developing the depth of the team. We got to clean up. Today was punt team. Last week field goal, protect field goal, a special team value. We got to make sure the quarterback, what he can and can't do and like. We got to make sure we develop where we play multiple receivers and running backs like we've always done, and tight ends with Fuchs' injury. We developed the tight end. And we got to play a lot of guys on defense. And so our whole thing was just developing depth, because once we walk out of here and we're playing Wake Forest, we'll keep growing, but we're going to stand on what we are. And our thing was with the preseason and the first game, and we were taking, again, I thought we could be a good team and be 0-2. Because I thought these 2 teams on the road, and they're good enough, you don't play well, you can lose in college football, is evident today. So I respected who we were playing, knew we had to play well to win. But I told the coaches before preseason, as we go through preseason, it's not about preseason. And we didn't look at this like as any game that you guys are going to raise it. Like, I didn't slight. I mean, this team had our full attention, as did FIU. Okay, because a year ago we're down here trying to hold them out of the end zone. So the first two teams had our full attention, but we were looking at getting through this game and next week, because now we're going to truly stand and play 10 weeks of Big Ten FBS football and what kind of team we're going to be. And we saw it. Now we're going to keep evolving during the season, but I think you can evolve. You know, we have the 2 days coming off. Now we got the open date rest. You know, coming out we've had time to not rush into a game. And we've been trying to develop our team. I don't know if we have, but that's been the thought process.
Without the benefit of film, how would you evaluate Lego today?
You know, good. A couple calls. Protection's got to clean up. We didn't do a good job protecting for him. They did a nice job getting upfield, and we got to get it out of his hand. We got, you know, some protections broke down. We had some things coming open that broke down. We got to clean that up. So, but I think he's got a good look about him. He's what, 17 to 20 something. What his stats are stats, but he's 2-0. That's a good quarterback. Got to get better.
What do you think about the way the defense played, particularly finishing FIU game, starting this game?
I thought they were really good until the end, where we wore down. The punt block got a little momentum, got a little stale. You know, I just thought, you know, to give up the touchdown late, and credit for Ball State continuing. You know, fortunately, when it was a 10-point game on a block punt, when it was a 6-point game and they blocked punt, they kicked the field goal or the extra point, because they should have went for 2 with 3 scores. So they could put a 3-score game. And that's one of the reasons I went in the fourth quarter, trying to just run it a little bit. And because we like, hey, it's a 3-score game, and they blocked punt, still a 3-score game. With 3 minutes to go, it's a 2-score game. So even if they got the onside kick, they still had to score twice. So I thought Richard, like our team, managed the game good, and he's got a good look about him.
How pivotal were the turnovers early in the game to get those
Good.
defensively?
I mean, defense, good. I mean, it's a great effort keeping the ball in bounds on the one play. Hit us on a big pass, came back the next time through the same pass. Marcelino got burned, made a pick. Really good player, because good players get beat, and especially when you're a freshman. He had a mistake, second play of the first game, and next play killed a guy. He got beat on a big play in the first drive, I think it was, for their second drive. And the next time they ran the play, he picked it off. Now, maybe it wasn't thrown as good, but that's a sign of a good player. And that was good for the defense. It was good. I thought the first half was good team football. We were getting stops. Offense left a few things on the board. I thought the way we managed that drive at the end of the first half, and Griffin told me to be inside 40 to kick it. And how long was that kick? What was that field goal? 40. He said to be inside the 40 to kick it. I was like, take a chance. And so that was good team football first half. Started third quarter for a big play. Played pretty good. Offense got a little stale. Punt team got a little stale. I think we been great to be a little crisper at the end, but that was good football and a good team win. And again, a lot of respect for Ball State. Thought they were going to come in and play well, and they did. And I thought our guys had to play well to beat them, and we got to play better. That was good effort today.
What did you see, I guess, in the punt block, and at the same time, aside from that, how encouraged are you with what Joseph said?
Joe's been kicking good, and the kickoffs are good. We just broke down on the numbering of the count and who's got whom. We just kind of missed, assessed who we had, like, who do I have, and we cut a guy free. And because that, by our clock, I don't know how accurate it was, but on the field we had it as a 185 get off. And with snap, if you're under 2-0, you think it's pretty good, and that one got blocked. So we got to clean up. We spent a lot of time in this room right here talking kicking, and we went through the seasons, and have showed punt blocks and punt plays that have haunted our team. And that's just disappointing. We knew before the game that one of the keys for Ball State would be to steal possession in the kicking game somewhere. And we talked about punt block, and we didn't answer the call. We'll have to clean that up.
Nick Westbrook's kind of become your big play guy the first 2 games. What about him has helped him step up?
I don't know. I mean, like, one, I think he's really good. And I think Donovan Hill's really good. I think both those guys are as good as Simi, just raw talent. And I think I'm maturing to being the player that those guys are. So it's good to see him grow up a little bit. He's just maturing. And he was more physical today. Last week, you know, he had better maybe numbers as far as catches, but he wasn't as physical. Today, he physically played a lot more competitive and played harder, and that was good to see. But don't underestimate what Ricky and Mitchell and those guys can do too. So just the plays have been called that happened where Nick was number one progression and made the big plays.
How do you feel like the defensive line played?
I think okay. I'd like to see us. I don't know. Like the way he saw at the end of the game, get off some blocks and get after quarterback a little bit more. But Ball State had good mix. They were patient with the power run game and their zone, and they try not to stress the quarterback out. I thought our defensive line played hard. I'd like to see us be more, a little bit more impactful once in a while. But good effort by the guys.
The running game, just assess that the way you thought you guys ran.
It's okay. I mean, but now that style of defense, the box is going to be loaded, and like I say, Richard played well, but we got to take advantage more and get those receivers playing better to be more high end. So running game was solid, not flashy, a little tough sledding. We can do better. Good effort though.
Coach, it looked like the bubble screen was open all day. Was that just part of them being a little over-aggressive on that?
The bubble screen being open, well, and you only had one on third down. We caught him, just throw him behind him, and our young man loses his balance. When you put numbers to stop the bubble, I mean, those are run plays when he throws the bubble. It's just if the numbers, if you put extra guys to stop the run, like say when it was the line not getting the push. Well, sometimes it's the receivers not blocking the extra guys, the safeties and those guys, or it's executing the bubble stuff. So that's just a little bit of their structure. Sometimes too, I think us taking some of those shots had to happen, and it'd been nice to hit a few more. So again, every team's different, but I think the way we're playing right now, as good as Richard might have done, our receivers, I think our offense got to keep coming and be better on third down and show we can beat you throwing the ball, because everybody's going to stop by stopping the run, and we got to take advantage of people stop the run and make those plays, and the bubbles are part of it.
You said the defense wore down at the end. Do you attribute that to anything in particular?
Just offense, not getting some first downs, keep them off the field. Same defensively, and we finally had it's 2 games. We finally had a cramp. I think the cramp score now is like 9 for the opponent and 1 for us. We did have 1 cramp today. So in the cramping game, it's a 9-1 cramp deal. So, it's amazing after they go 10-play drive and the second play the guy cramped up. It's like, what were you doing over there for 12 minutes? You're not drinking any water.
Hey, Kevin, if you were
The Marcelino did get a cramp.
if you were controlling when you had a bye, when would you?
I think in the middle's better, like 5, 6, 7. I think too late does you no good because you miss. Because it'd be great to go recruiting this week. I think you never won at week 1 because then you're playing straight through. Week 2, I saw there's a couple really good, like Michigan State's got one. I mean, it's just it's hard to schedule. Costs a lot of money. Who you want to play? I mean, it's just there's not a lot of options. I mean, but in a perfect world, I think a lot of guys like it. Between 4 and 7 somewhere. But I don't think this one's bad because all we judged is getting this team deep enough and developed enough for that 10-game run. And so we didn't feel the pressure of having a lot. We thought we had time to keep evolving. We needed to be good enough to win. We needed to have enough offense and defense to win. We needed to attack and be aggressive enough to win. But we also felt because of the Thursday night, this game, and we had like 4 weeks to keep growing. We had 3-4 weeks of preseason, and now 3 or 4 weeks with the Thursday night and the open date early to keep coming as a team. That was our thought. I've been interested to see if we keep coming. A lot of teams come out of open date and play poorly. And we're doing a different open date schedule than normal this year because it's an early open date. And because of that fact of, you come, you don't play on Saturday. We're not going to play a game next Saturday, but we're going to come out and run around, kind of play a little football Saturday. Kind of keep our kids in the football mode, keep that schedule moving. Appreciate you being here. See you guys.